What's up everybody, hello and welcome to a new Frostpunk Let's Play. Today we start with the Endless Extreme Builder mode. That is a new mode that has been added with the last autumn DLC, so you have the endless map and you have no generator. You still need to build the generator. If you're new to Frostpunk, just have a look at my description. I already have several Frostpunk Let's Plays on Survivor and Extreme difficulty. And if you're totally new to Frostpunk, I urge you to start with a new home Survivor, because that is where I also explain a lot of mechanics of this game. Here we are really just playing the endless mode without a generator to see how difficult it becomes. And if you want to support my channel, I just say it once during one Let's Play. If you want to support my channel, I urge you also, or I would be very happy if you would sign a membership on my channel. Just look at the description and become a member, paying €1 a month, and you can cancel it all the time, and I would be very happy about that. Other than that, let's have a look here at the endless mode. We do have the builder mode here now, so that's the new one. For pioneers, no heating, no support, harsh weather incoming, build the generator and try to survive. This is really the top-notch difficulty that you can go in Frostpunk. It doesn't get higher than that. And yes, we go for the extreme. And oh, wait, I want to go back here as well. And we also have to choose the map here, and we are going for, you know what, it's not difficult enough to choose one of the standard maps. Let's go with the flats. Now the flats is probably the most difficult map in the endless mode because it's huge, resources are far away, you need to build lots of streets, and people have to go long distances, becoming sick in the process. So it's really the hardest map that I found on the extreme endless mode, and we really have now the hardest one. No generator, flats map, extreme difficulty. Hopefully we can survive that and build the biggest city the Ice Age world has ever seen. See you on the other side. Alrighty, and here we are now. A new Survivor Flats Extreme. Last autumn endless mode map. A rocky beginning. The generator we were building has exploded. Upon our return to London, we found it ravaged by violence and chaos. We took our families and fled to our construction site, the only place that offered any hope. Now our task is even harder than before. We have to rebuild the generator from scratch. First, we must clear the ruins and find the generator plans. There is no time to waste. The weather will keep getting worse for 50 days. Then it will go crazy. We will not survive without the generator. Alright, so 50 days, kind of, that's for an endless mode a good time limit there, but don't worry, we actually already have ice waves also coming, those frost storms. They're already coming quite early. Now, as you can see, it is a huge map. Let's just check where we have the resources here. So we do have the iron here, we do have some wall drills up here. On the other side of that whole thing, we have the coal deposits here, 3 coal of them, and just look at the space that we have available here for building stuff. Now, we have 125 people right now. That's actually more than on the normal endless mode. And you already have a few tents and a medic post here in the middle, and some ruins here because the generator exploded, as we can see, at minus 20 degrees, and the first drop is already coming on day 4, so we have to be really quick about this. The most important thing right now is resources. Well, let's start first. We do need a few more tents. I really don't want to have anyone on extreme living homeless during the night. And we're also going to have a second medical post. Then what I want to have is 3 gathering posts. We're going to have one here in the middle, and yeah, one like this. Right, so we do have all of them here combined. And yes, I want to have that wood pile here in it as well. So those are the things that are building now. We still have to give this one here a name, and let's just say, well, in this case, it's Sleepy Hollow. Okay, so in Sleepy Hollow, we're going to make this not a sleepy town at all. We're going to pack it full with houses and buildings if we get that far. Now, also the gathering posts. Next up would be the first law that we have, and we already have here the purpose law unlocked as well. But first of all, emergency shift. As usual, that's what we want to go for. And those people now have the order of building first before they go to work, so I can already queue them kind of for those ruins here. We want to get those wood ruins here unlocked, or well, scavenged as soon as possible, all of them. And also a bit of steel here that we can get with some engineers, and probably also here another pile of wood. And that's it already for the beginning. This one here still needs a street going into the middle. And other than that... Oh, right. We also do need a street here, of course. So when I build, let's see, that one here, you also need to have a street going through all of that. Otherwise, those buildings will not count, obviously. Right, let me just check. We are using now all the workers that we have available right now. We have now also the gathering posts here coming up. We are gathering the wood. It's 11 o'clock on day 1 on this beautiful, big, empty, frozen land. And with not really that much to do. Now, the gathering posts are ready, the medic posts are ready, but I'm not going to use them now. First of all, we want to scavenge all the resources that we have here. All of them. All of my people are doing that now. Even the engineers are getting their hands dirty. We need that wood. We do need so much wood on the first day. It's incredible. Now, I let them work until 6 o'clock. That should be fine by then. Now it's 6 o'clock. Very good. And now... I need to pause again, so on extreme at least you can pause. And I will now take away quite a few of them here and put them into the gathering posts. And then I will say emergency shift for those guys here in the gathering posts. Okay, so they have to work through the night. What we can also do is building the first, let's say 2 workshops. We do need 2, we do need a lot of research. Now, I also have a few engineers ready now for the medical posts that we can man. That's fine, and we still have 45 homeless, so we still also need to have a few tents. Let's say 4. Yeah, let's have that. I don't worry about wood that much because we have the gathering posts working through the night now. No roof, and Captain people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We'd better do something about it. And this is quite an easy promise. Always take that, provide the shelter, because you can fulfill it by just building a few tents here and there. We only need really 3 tents for that. And this is quite a good hope boost that we have there. Right, we do have a few people not working right now. That's fine. They have to build, as you can see. And yes, this happens quite often. Overwork is just something that, well, you have to, that I at least have to count with. At this point, you know, this is not a no-death run. I think this is quite impossible. I haven't seen anyone doing it yet on the flats on extreme, so I guess I just count with it. And if there's someone like you, that's fine for you, and you can even tell me that, how you managed to do that. Now, shelter promised, very good, that's a bit of hope there. And we also have the workshop here now with the beacon for the first night as well. What I also want to do is, I want to have another gathering post here. So this one here gets the ruin here, gets the wood there, and the coal. So the coal is very important. Not that important though as if you would have a generator, because, well, the generator consumes quite a lot of coal. Right now, we only do that with the heaters. And I'll let him rest. Okay, that's perfectly fine. We still need 1 more tent there as well. And then we house all the people here. They do have it livable right now, not with 2 temperatures drop coming up though. Already in 2 days' time from now on. And we also have, let's see, we should have there the 5 engineers. They are going to work on the workshop this day. Second law, people will not like that extended shift. That will, yeah, push it quite high. And now people are furious. I got my countdown there, 2 days. After that, I'm dead. And the first ruins are depleted. Let's also have some extended shift on the workshops there for now. And as you can see, we do have a bit of resources there. Let's start with the street. Now the street is really important. We do have, because it's expensive, we do have the steel here and the wood, so I really want to go this route. So we're going to make one bigger street going all the way up here, right, for around 20 wood. And here we can then have the hunter huts around that we need. And the beacon as well, and the snow pit, because of course we need the snow pit. Very good, beacon. And next up would be the hunter's gear. We do need the food. Not all hope is lost. We can still rebuild the generator. Right now we still need to scavenge it. And as you can see, more ruins are depleted now. That's good because that's new building space that we have them to build something on it. We do have a few sick here, so what I also need is a third medical post. And let me just check that real quick. We do have the tents. Right, we do have now this gathering post here active too, so we have 4 gathering posts working for us. And we also do have now the beacon, so let's have the beacon up here. And then we also have 2 hunter huts. Just over there. Looking good so far. So far, well, we're on day 2 actually, so yeah. It has to look good at this point. And this one here is only working on the ruins anymore, so they will be gone soon. And yes, we do have quite a lot of sick, so that medical post is very much appreciated. Food for overtime, nope, I will not give them extra food for overtime. And what we also need, since we do have now the first hungry, a cookhouse. So on the next day, we want to process some of that raw food for food. Right, researching hunter's gear. This content is fine, so next day should be no problem. We're getting a few sick though during this night now. There's the beacon and also a new law, and the new law is the corpse disposal, because that gives us the organ transplants that boost the medical posts. And we also have the scouts now. Now four points of interest here. Let's go for the draughty shelter there first. No signs of life as far as we can see. Other than that, 4 points in our direction that we could go for in this frozen wasteland to start with. And cookhouse is finished now too, so we can have a few people here working now. We have the first hunter hut up here, and the second one we do have. So that's just in time, having the workers ready for the hunters, you know, once the ruins are depleted. So that's really, really vital to have that. Now that we got a few hunters working, then bringing already in the first food for today. And I will also want to have a an emergency shift, so we can continue researching. Let's also put them to overwork, extended shift, not this one there too. Fine, hunter's gear, right, available when the hunters come in soon. Next up would be the heaters, very important, because the temperature drop will happen soon and we definitely want to have heaters ready by then. That's just very important. And for today, we plan on having the snow pit. And we can have the snow pit over here, just where the hunters are. And we are also getting some food now in, that's very good. As you can see, people are now flooding the cookhouse in that beautiful graphics. Heaters is the next one. We don't need that much wood though today, so that's we can save a bit of wood there. And the snow pit is being built now. That's going to be quite a huge boost for contentment, hopefully. Right? That's that. People also have a bit to eat now, and the tents are warm. And the ruins of the generator are also gone now. In the middle, right here. I can also get rid of this gathering post now, saving a few people there again. And, well, we do need them right away for the hunter hut, a third one. Also have a new law that we can go for organ transplants. That boosted now by 20%. So they're really good now, those medical posts, at treating people. And we go right for tier 1 now. Technology. So we go right for the next one. And day 3 is coming to an end. There is going to be a temperature drop now happening soon. I will reduce now the extended shifts here to keep people happy again. Right, so now we have discontent falls again to a certain threshold and no more ultimatum there. Here we have another hunter hut ready, very good, for more food. And look at that, it's looking quite clean now here in the middle. So far so good. And I don't need that many in the cookhouse. We could probably, yes, have one more here. And yeah, I think that's fine for now. We still have it at cozy -20, so all is fine. Well, we can just marvel at the atmosphere of this beauty. And our scouts have reached the first point. Draughty shelter, small shack, poorly put together from broken up crates, some raw food, coal and wood. And we want to continue to the ruined warehouse. Let's go for that. And we have now quite some resources there. A bit of food, that's important. We still have 6 hungry people. That's a bit strange here right now because we do have food rations. They still need to go there, I guess, yes. Right here. I wonder how it's looking inside of that building. But well, who can tell, right? We don't have that much discontent, so what I actually want to do is have another emergency shift. And it's fine to do that so late at night because, you know, they just work then right to the morning. So it doesn't matter when you really push it, I think at least. And we need to research a bit faster. We're not fast enough with the research as far as I can see right now. Drawing board, and the first temperature drop hits us now to -30. And we also have now the next research, which is the wall drill. We skipped the sawmill, even though we have lots of wood here. I want to go with the wall drill first, usually. And -30, that means we now need the heaters. I'm going to activate them for all the buildings that are required for that. The thing is, even in the medical post, you need the heaters to keep it warm. And you really want to keep the sick there at a minimum. Right, and yeah, also the next gathering post is completed or finished. And we can actually have another one here. So we have one here now and one here for the coal. So we have enough coal for quite some time. We don't have enough wood though. And yeah, the second temperature drop, that will hurt, let me tell you that. That -40 degrees, even if it's just for 24 hours, this is going to hurt. Right, wall drill should be coming up today. So we can start with that tomorrow then. For more wood. And yeah, food is looking fine, but let's have a look at my statistics. We are not producing enough though. So we'll also need another hunter hut, even though we can't use it right away. There's the next resource depot coming up, and let's have some workers on it right away for some wood. There we have the wall drill, very good. Now, this is a tricky one, what to go for next. We do have the tab generator construction here, like with the scenario, but in this case, we want to skip that. We really need to survive the first storm. And I like to go with the medical post upgrade. Is that right? I think that is right so far. We don't need the other things at the moment. The thing is, we want to go for the infirmary as soon as possible. It is the most vital building on Extreme Endless, the infirmary. Because we are having so many sick with the first storm, because we don't have a generator and we only have bunkhouses hopefully by then. Let's have the wall drill up here. For that we'll need the street, which is costing us the rest of our wood really. Right, and my scouts have found survivors. This group became separated from their expedition shortly after revival. They wandered in the whiteout until they stumbled upon this ruin. It's 10 engineers and 35 workers. That's quite good. No children. That's fine. Children only cost you food. And I'm not a fan of child's work, so we are not letting those children work. Okay, day 5. We do have some sick, but it's fine. Next route, in this case, would be the radical treatment. We do need that, unfortunately, for the infirmaries. Because the sick rate will be going up, and I think we're also seeing a lot of sick people with that wave of survivors there. And let's have extended shift on both of them, and the wall drill should be finishing actually soon. It's being built now. We do need it. And there it is. And I think in this case, let's reduce the amount of workers here and here. The wall drill is just so much more important. Produces a lot of wood. Minus 40. This is where it's getting cold now. Look at that. It's cold in the tents and I can't do anything about it. We're going to see a lot of sick people now. Medical post upgrade, that's fine. So that's quite a boost there. And let's go with the bunkhouses for now. So they are now at 132% efficiency. And I think I will still need a fourth one. Especially for the night that is coming. Alright, and also the engineers of course need to work. Let's check again if we have not put any heater on here. Nope, it's all at chilly at least. No generator. And what's glowing down there? It's really strange. Alright, day 5 is coming to an end. Temperature increased, that's fine. And we do get some survivors in. So we do need some tents. I totally forgot about them. 4 tents.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
We don't need the med post now, so I'm not putting anyone on it. But just in case if we need it then. Now drafting machine would be my next goal, but unfortunately it is not possible. So let's go with the steelworks. We do need them anyway as well. The steel. And a new law. Let's see. Overcrowding would be my go-to. Let's go with overcrowding. That will cost us a lot of content. There we have the scouts coming in with lots of survivors, and let's send the scouts out right as well again with the lone boulder. Let's go with that. There is another med post now. And as you can see, we also have some workers now. I put 15 of them right into the hunter's hut. And I think we're going to have even another one. So we have 5 hunter huts then up and running. And more tents. Frostbite. Oh yeah. Nothing I can do about it for now. Let's also fill up those gathering posts there. And so far so good. Wall drill. Also working. How long is it taking now? 5 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours. Yeah, that's quite some time there. Okay, it's getting a bit warmer now again. That's good. On day 6, minus 30 only, so that's pretty good. Sick rate should not be up that high anymore. And the cookhouse is producing. We do have quite a few starving there. And 5 hunter huts now working. And 4 gathering posts, that's fine. And I will probably want to get rid of this one here then once we have the steelworks. There are the hunters in the middle, so unfortunately this trick is not working anymore. Like a year ago it worked, that you could send the hunters out at night and let them work during the daytime. That was just an amazing cheat right there. We still have 5 engineers ready though, so I'm inclined to go with another medical post for now, since we can afford it. The hunters are building it. Steelworks have been researched and we can now go for drafting machines since we do have enough wood there. And let's also have the steelworks here, the first one. Alright, day 6 is coming to an end. We have 2 days with normal temperatures at least. That's good. I will probably have an emergency shift now. I hope I'm not regretting that, since we do have so many sick there right now. Food shouldn't be a problem though, so I don't know why people are that unhappy. At least we got another medical post there now. Lone Boulder, our search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to reach some more promising locations. A buried hamlet and a red tent. I think both of them are survivors. Let's go with the buried hamlet first. Unfortunately, we are not finding really a lot of resources. And the sick rate is insane at the moment. So I'm really looking forward to that infirmary. And a new day. What we can do on this day is upgrade a few of those bunkhouses. Start with 4 here in the middle. And let's go for the infirmary right away. So important. We can turn off the gathering post here and have them working here at the steelworks for now. Producing more steel is quite important. And in this case, let's actually go for the purpose now. So the purpose is really cool because there are the shrines that boost the efficiency of all the buildings close to it. That includes medical buildings and tech research. So I really do like that a lot for boosting. There we have the healthcare promise fulfilled. I don't know, I'm not that happy right now with the state of things. That we lost someone. I think we're losing the gravely sick there right now.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
And we do have enough resources for the 2 House of Healing, House of Prayers. I'll just look at the stats there. That's not good. Yeah, more survivors. We can't really go for that. Let's go over here. I really don't want to take any more in than I have to. Let's increase our hope there a bit. And day 8, we really have to go with some infirmaries now. There it is. And let's also go for healthcare insulation right away and have the infirmary here. And actually let's have 2 infirmaries here. so important that we push that. Actually, you know what? Let's have 3 infirmaries here. That will cost us the last of our steel. At least we have a bit of food again for my people. That's important. And those guys here working at the coal, let's put them on here at this gathering post so they can work on the steel, which we do need a bit more of right now, since our scouts are really not finding anything, so that makes it difficult. Alright, that's it for now. Day 8 is coming to an end and a temperature drop soon. Hopefully we'll be able to finish those infirmaries soon. Stay tuned.